You're listening to The Standard Podcast. Eye-opening for your ears.
สวัสดีค่ะโบสาวิตรีนะคะ This is We Need To Talk Podcast Talk Show ภาษาอังกฤษสำหรับคนไทยที่ใช้ภาษาอังกฤษค่ะ Hi you guys, welcome to our show and thank you so much for listening. ตามธรรมเนียมของ We Need To Talk โบจะชวนเกสของเราคุย3ประเด็นนะคะถ้าเป็นต้นเนี่ยโบว่าเรื่องแรกที่อยากจะชวนคุยเลยก็คือเรื่องของดนตรีนี่แหละค่ะที่จริงรายการของเราก็เคยมี The Winner จากบ้าน AF มาเยี่ยมเยียนแล้วนั่นก็คือพี่นัทศักดาธรนั่นเองนะคะแต่ตอนนั้นโบไม่ได้ชวนพี่นัทคุยเรื่องการประกวดหรือเรื่องในบ้าน AF เท่าไหร่เดี๋ยวเรามาคุยกับต้นเรื่องนี้กันดีกว่าค่ะและเรื่องสุดท้ายโบรู้จักและค่อนข้างคุ้นเคยกับต้นนะคะในฐานะ AF ด้วยกันและเขาเป็นคนที่ชัดเจนมากๆแต่จริงๆแล้วต้นยังมีอีกหลายแง่นอกเหนือจากการร้องเพลงค่ะโบก็เลยขอถือโอกาสนี้ทำความรู้จักเพิ่มในแง่อื่นๆและยังมีมุมไหนของต้นธนสิทธิ์ที่เรายังไม่รู้จักกันอีกไหมเดี๋ยวรอฟังโบขุดคุยกันนะคะเอาละค่ะตอนนี้ได้เวลาเปลี่ยนโหมดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษกันแล้วพร้อมหรือยังคะ Ladies and gentlemen, it would be my pleasure to introduce our guest for this episode of We Need to Talk podcast. He was the winner of AF8 and continued to do a great job as a singer. He loves soul and R&B music. He loves Harry Potter. In his free time, he loves to Netflix and chill.And he is my friend. Let's meet him now. ต้นธนสิทธิ์ค่ะ Hello.
Hi.
Oh, it's so nice to have you here. I'm not used to interviewing very, very close friends.
I know. It feels so weird. It feels like sometimes working with a friend.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know how to like act and stuff.
Yeah.But it's so nice to have you here. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Cap.
So obviously you're a very good singer and we
Thank
all
you.
have seen what you could do. And you do have a lot of fans. So let's talk about that first, your music.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years since you competed AF, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to admit it, but yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
It's a long time, yeah.
What would you say was your favorite memory?
My favorite memory? I think...being in the house itself, it's very it's really cool. Mm-hmm. I actually never thought that I could make it to the house, to be honest, because I was a fan of this show. Like I watched you, I watched like some other AF guys before, and you know, like I thought to myself like. It would be great if one day I could join that competition and stuff, you know, and I actually made it.into the house.
And I heard you actually came to audition for season 6 and 7.
Yes.
But didn't make it.
Yes.
And then you returned for season 8.
Yeah.
And then became the winner.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So would you, I mean, obviously some people might have given up after the second time. Mm-hmm. But you returned the third time. Yeah. What kept you going?You
know what? Let me tell you this. I almost gave up though. Mm-hmm. Like by the time the season 6 and season 7, I went there. I put a lot of effort. I traveled around because you know they would audition in like ภาคเหนือ or อีสาน before they came to Bangkok.
Yeah.
And I actually flew or like went there.Which
region did you go to?
For season 7, I went to Khon Kaen first, and then when I didn't get it in Khon Kaen, I went to Bangkok, and then it was a lot of work, and it's so tiring. Like to be honest, like it's so tired. I gave up though. I actually gave up.
Really?
Like, I told my parents like.Well, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I don't think this meant for me, and I'm just gonna do something else. And then my mom saw they like audition for AF8 season 8 on TV, and then she's like, "Oh, AF is here again. You should go." Like I didn't care anymore, you know. But she like
she sort of gave you the nudge.
Yeah, she's like, "You wanna go again?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I just want to go to the beach with my friends because that time was like after I was done with the exams, and then my sister wanted to go. She's intended to go.
Oh.
My sister is also a singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she wanted to go, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go with you. Yeah.
So you guys went together?
Yeah, I went together. Yeah.
Oh, did she make it? I mean, to the top 100?
Yeah, she did make it in season 7, but like in like top 100 before they got the 12 finalists or something. Like I don't remember, but yeah, we actually got in, but she didn't make it to the top 24 at that time. Yeah, but I did. Yeah.
Were you glad your mom sort of gave you the push to go audition again?
Did. I kind of did.
And once you make it through top 100, did you have this thought in your mind? Okay, maybe this could happen. Maybe I could be the 12 finalists for season 8. Did that occur to you?
Yeah, it was a little bit because that very moment when I was singing for the audition and I started to sing, and then all the judges, they were like, oh, we're not so sure. But then that season they had Pitata Young, and she's like, I like you. And she was like the only one who insisted for me to like keep singing, you know?
Yeah.
The other judges were like, yeah, you sing well, but I don't think you're like meant for this. Like, yeah. But Pitata, she was like, I like you. I want to see more. Can you sing more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Yeah,
hearing that.
So it's actually her who like changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do something different the third time around for the audition? Did you prepare yourself differently? Did you go take more singing lessons, or how did you prepare yourself more?
Before season 8,
Yeah.
I joined the music club in Thammasat, you know. So, but like I didn't intend it to join it because I wanted to audition for IF or anything. I just joined it because I would like to. It's my hobby and stuff, you know. And then so I think that kind of helped preparing me, you know, because by joining the club you have to like perform to a lot of places in a campus, you know. So I think that might have like prepared me. Yeah.
Nice. If you would have failed the third time around in season 8 and there was no Pitata, or Pitata didn't didn't see that sparkle in you, didn't see that it factor in you.
Yeah.
Would you stopped, or would you still continue if your friends and family encouraged you to go to the next season?
I think I would end it with AF. Yeah, but I might go for some other shows. Yeah,
okay.
That's what I thought.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it totally makes sense. A lot of you who haven't watched AF, our slogan is like the dream chaser.
Yeah.
นักล่าฝัน
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we are. And I could totally relate to that, obviously, because I auditioned for the show also.
Yeah.
And I feel like with us, singing is our passion.
Yeah.
And no matter who turns us down, who rejected us, we're going to keep on
kept going. Yeah.
And I just got goosebumps again.
I know.
So for those of you out there who have, you know, dreams, don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up yet.
Yeah.
There's still some place for you.
I mean, look at you. Dude, you came back. It's like a triumph. You came back and you're like, bam,
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
came back.
winner.
Yes, I'm the winner. You rejected me 2 times, and then I came back
Look
as a
at me
winner.
now,
Yeah.
bitches. Just kidding about the bitches part. Respect my elders. Okay, so what was the biggest discovery about yourself while you were in the house?
While I was in the house, the biggest discovery, to overcome fear. Yeah, because at that time, my forte was singing in English. Yeah, and I didn't do very well on Thai songs, you know, and then there was one week you had to do the songs which is your weaknesses.
What was yours? ลูกทุ่งอะไรอย่างงี้ป่ะ
หมอลำ they gave me หมอลำ For those of you who don't understand, หมอลำ is like traditional northeastern local music, which is super hard, extremely hard.
Because there's certain ways you have to sing.
Yeah.
And if you're not really trained for it, it could be difficult.
I know. It's like they gave me that song and I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I want to
You
hear
guys
it.
killing me.
Can you do a little?
A little?
What song was it?
it's สาวจันทร์ก้างโกบ
Oh my god.
yeah
Just the name itself, I'm like
I don't
sold.
know. Okay,
I love it.
It goes like that ไม่อยากจะคิดสงสารไม่อยากจะคิดสงสารเมื่อเห็นสาวจันทร์นั่งซึม It's something like this, you know. It's so hard.
That is hard.
It's really hard.
What was how was the feedback when you sang it?
It was good. It turned out to be surprisingly good. I just realized to myself that I kind of blocked myself before. I built this wall and kept telling myself that, oh my God, it's so hard. There's no way you're going to do this.
Yeah.
Are you sure you can do this in 1 week? And then like I just thought to myself, okay, what the heck? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do the best that I can do. So you just have to like open up yourself and, you know, have fun with it. You know, because singing, eventually it's like a form of entertaining. You give happiness to people, right?
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. So you don't have so it's waste of time to like stress about the song that you have to do. So I'm just like, okay, what the heck? I'm just gonna have fun with this. Like, and then I could do it.
Yeah.
I think I did well.
Yeah. And that's like that in life too, you know, like embrace whatever is given to you. Don't reject it right away.
Yes.
Just try it first. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad I heard you sing that song.
A lot of people is gonna like Google that video.
Yeah,
like,
do it.
Yeah.
What was the best tips about singing or about working in the entertainment business that you've got from our instructors in the house?
The best tip that I still use nowadays, it's to really learn the meaning of the song. Before that, I was a type of singer who's like focused more on the techniques. Sometimes I forget the real meaning, the foundation of the song, which is to communicate, to send the message. You know, sometimes I forget what that song it's really about. Sometimes I just focus on how am I gonna do this ad lib, how am I gonna, you know, run this note and stuff. Yeah, so I learned in the house that you have to really care about the meaning of the song first, and then you can add the technique or whatever that you want to. But the biggest, the most important is the foundation of the meaning of the song, which is very crucial for singing because we're speaking in melodies.
Exactly.
That's singing, yeah.
And that's true because a lot of singers today who are successful, they don't have to be all like, oh, like, you know, like doing all these ad libs or like having great techniques, but they feel the song. They make you feel the song and that's really important.
Yeah, and if you want to do the ad lib or whatever, it has to come from like
the feeling
that you
right?
feel like doing it, not like แบบเตรียมเอาไว้อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
That's a great advice.
Yeah.
Do you remember who gave that advice to you? Probably a voice instructor or like an acting instructor.
Yeah,
or something,
like they
right?
all together like makes like sometimes you forget the meaning.
Yeah.
Like you focus too much on the technique อะไรอย่างเงี้ย Yeah.
So you're our second AF winner who's on the show. Pinat Sakdathon was our first guest. And I mean, I didn't ask him much about being an AF or during the competition. But since there are a lot of singing competitions today, a lot of people are thinking about entering or auditioning for it. What advice can you give them?
Well, I would say that like nowadays, the way to become a singer it's not very hard like before, you know, like when I was a kid, when I thought of a singer, it felt like the process was in the air, like I had no idea about how could one person become a singer.
It seems so far away. You can't grasp it, you know.
Exactly. But then like when as I grew up, there's a lot of channels, there's a lot of platforms, you know, like reality shows, ประกวดนู่นนี่นั่น you know. So what I'm gonna say is that there's so many ways to enter this industry, but the hardest part is like how do you hold on to your spot once you get it. That's really hard. That's the hardest part. The getting in part, it's not very, very hard.
Nowadays.
Yeah,
exactly.
nowadays. What's so hard is to hold on to your spot, to still have the chance to work, you know. Yeah, I think that's the hard part. Yeah.
So your advice to them is to maybe to once you have that fame, once you enter the entertainment business, maybe try to stay humble and stay and you could work hard, don't give up. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm already famous, I don't need to take any more singing lessons, you know, like
so wrong. Yeah. I still take singing lessons nowadays. So once you get it, once you become ดารา or นักร้อง or whatever that you always wanted to be, have discipline. Don't go to work late. Don't make other people wait for you, because it's not all about you. It's about like so many people. If you're late, it's gonna affect a lot of people, you know, and always have to like improve your work, improve yourself, do your homework. Sometimes I have to sing stuff that I have no idea before. Like, for example, playing พระราชนิพนธ์ but I know that next week I'm gonna sing this. So you just have to study. And for ล่าสุด, you know, latest, I had to do a song in Malaysian. A duet.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, and like I was like the representative of Thailand, so I can't mess this up. I have this title, you know, singer from Thailand, and I have to do a duet with the Malaysian singer. So I had to study. I had to do a lot of homework. So don't embarrass yourself.
How long did it take you to memorize the Malaysian song?
It's like 3 weeks.
Dang. Yeah, because I heard it and I was so impressed because I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did he memorize all the lyrics? And like you made it look so natural, and you weren't like, you know, constantly thinking about the lyrics. Or I mean, maybe if you were, but we couldn't tell, you know. It was really smooth and it was really good.
Oh my God, I had it repeated like all the time for 3 weeks. That's how I practice it. Yeah.
Good job.
And
it shows. Hard work pays off.
Thank you.
Sure. So nowadays, like you said, that there are a lot of other platforms that you know, people who want to get into the entertainment business might not need to auditions or to participate in a singing contest or a reality show like we did to become a singer. They just need to know how to promote and market themselves. With YouTube and social media. Do you think these people are missing out on something, like not going through the conventional ways of the experience of auditioning for these judges, and you're under pressure? Just the whole experience like you and I went through. Do you think they're missing out on something?
I happen to know like some singers who were YouTubers or stuff before. One thing that it's a problem for them is like they actually don't really know how to like communicate with the audience. Because like us, like when we were in a house, we always have to like see the audience, you know, like once in a week, right? Because we have to perform. But the thing that might be their problem is that they might not like feel comfortable being around huge audience and stuff, because they might get used to singing in the studio and stuff, you know, so they might missing out on that, you know, like the feeling of getting used to the audience. Sometimes they don't know how to interact or speak to them, because
they're used to performing to a camera.
Exactly. So once they see like the real audience, they might feel a little like awkward and like a little uncomfortable, but that can be fixed.
เธอคงยังไม่รู้ว่ามีหนึ่งคนแอบรักเธอแอบดูแลแต่เธอทำอะไรเพื่อเธอเหมือนไม่ตั้งใจ
I know that you were an exchange student.
Oh yeah.
I remember one of the first time I met you. I remember thinking, I even told you, I was like, oh my God, your English is so good. Like, did you study abroad? Like, but you were an exchange student for a year, right? And how did your English get so good?
Well, let me take you back to where it all started.
All right, take me back.
I never intended to go to the US.
Oh no?
I've never told you this. A lot of people don't know this. I wanted to go to Japan.
Why? Okay, that's really different.
When I decided to join this exchange program thing, I thought to myself, I wanted to live in Japan because I feel like Japan has the good weather, delicious food, and the culture is so interesting. The US was never in my mind. One thing was because I think I could speak English for a little bit, so I think it might be better if I know other languages, you know. So I chose Japan, but you know what? It's so competitive.
Yeah, really?
Yes, 1 year they would pick 4
Out of how many?
Out
like
of
thousands and like
I
or
had
like
no
100,000.
idea. Yes, and there's no way I would get in. I didn't know any Japanese. I didn't know anything about Japan. Like I just wanted to like go there.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I could say was like Ohio or like
Konnichiwa.
or like Aishiteru,
Yeah.
like that. Like I had no idea. I don't know anything about Japan.
Yeah.
But then I got to be on the waiting list to go to the US and so many other countries like Finland, like Egypt. My mom wanted me to go to Egypt. Can you believe that?
No,
And I was
Mom.
like, Mom, you have to separate traveling and living.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live there for a year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see pyramid every
Every
day,
day.
right?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh yeah. And then like the US was on a list. So like, okay, just gonna go to the US.
Oh, and then you were placed in
Yeah, Boise, Idaho.
Boise. I was
Boise,
like, how do you
Idaho.
say that?
You might like, what the heck is Boise?
Where is Boise? Did you know? I mean,
my
I
God.
haven't even heard of Boise.
Oh, man.
Did you know anything about Boise before you were there?
I had no idea. I had no idea, man. Like, cause okay, for AFS, they're gonna place you randomly. Like, you didn't get to choose.
Yeah.
And then some of my friends are like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to LA. Oh my God, I'm gonna go to New York. Oh my God, I'm gonna go to like San Francisco, whatever. And they're like, where are you going? I'm like, Idaho. I had no idea what Idaho was. The only thing I heard about Idaho was potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, and then they told me, okay, you're gonna be in Boise, and I did a research. Okay, so lucky for me, fortunately, Boise is the capital of Idaho.
Ah, so it's like the city.
So it's kind of like the city, yeah. So
it's not way out in the boonies.
yeah.
You didn't have to grow potatoes.
But my other friends,
yeah.
they're like, I have to go hunting.
Oh my God.
Like my house has like sheep and then like so
Aw.
many other things, goats, sheep. I had to go hunting and stuff. And
Oh my
I thought to
God.
myself, oh my God, thank God I was in the city. Yeah.
Tell us about your everyday life when you were in Boise.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. This AFS experience has been one of my best experiences ever. My everyday life. I would go to classes, and the very first day that I had to go to school, it's so excited. I was so scared. The first thing that I was scared of was the locker combination. Yeah.
How to turn the locker, right?
Exactly. And ไอ้ก็เป็นเด็กไทยอ่ะ
Yeah.
Like
Never use a locker.
yes, and
Same here.
I wasn't so confident. I wasn't so outspoken before I went to the US. You know what? I was kind of a nerd. I was very chubby. I wore glasses. It's so scary being there. And my school is so big. It's like one of the biggest school in Boise. It's Boise High. So it's like
The main one.
the main one. Yeah. And there were like 3,000 kids there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I was probably like one of the 3 Asian kids. Yeah, so whenever I walked, people would stare at me.
you?
Like, เหมือนเป็นตัวอะไรก็ไม่รู้ แปลกมากอะไรเงี้ย because they're not really used to like Asian people. But
Yeah.
let's get back to the locker. I was like, เปิดยังไงวะ I was like, turn clockwise.
Yeah. And then you have to like
Counterclockwise.
and then counterclockwise, but you have to pass the old number.
Yeah.
I mean, before you stop at the new combination.
Yes.
Number.
They actually told me though, but
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated if you haven't used it before.
It's so funny. And I was standing there
happened?
for like 5 minutes, and then there's this girl. They're like, "Do you need help?"
Oh, that's so sweet. Bless
Yeah.
her heart.
And I was like, "Yes, I do. Please help me with this." So fun.
Was it hard to make friends? Were you bullied?
No, not at all.
Good.
Thank God for me. Well, a lot of my friends did though. When they were in other states, there was some like racist stuff. Yeah, but it was just so bad.
Yeah.
But thank God I didn't get bullied.
Yeah.
They loved me. They're like they're so tall and they would come to me and they're like, "You're so tiny, you're so cute." I was so short back then.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Did you participate in anything like any school activities or
Yeah.
anything at all?
I joined choir. Yeah, and that's the biggest discovery of my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when you realized that you like to
Yes.
sing?
Yes.
Really? In
Yeah.
Boise, Idaho?
Yeah, in choir. Yeah.
Dang, do you still keep in touch with your teacher? Your choir teacher?
No, sad, no.
Oh, he
Yeah.
would have been so proud right now.
Yeah.
He would be like, dang, I triggered that.
Yeah. So before that, I never intended to be a singer, I was a nerd. Like I told you, I wanted to be a doctor. Yeah. My friends would laugh right now. Yeah, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to do something very academic, very like engineer, very typical occupations that parents want Thai kids to do.
Of course.
Yeah, and then I never intended to be a singer. But then I had to choose the subject to study. I chose art. There were subjects that I had to do. It's like mandatory, like history, government, math. But then there were like one spot left. Like you can choose whatever you want. So oh my God, they have choir. And then I decided to join choir.
And prior to that, you didn't sing?
Prior to that, I kind of had some lesson, but not so like I wasn't.
You didn't really perform anywhere.
Yeah, I wasn't like serious about that. So I just loved singing. So I joined choir. Yeah.
Like you said that year that you were in Idaho, that you did AFS, that was the one of the most memorable years of your life, right? What was the best and worst thing that happened that year?
Okay, so I'm just gonna start with the worst.
Okay.
Well, I had to change my host family.
Oh.
Yeah, it was something that I kind of sad though, but the reason that I had to change my family was because they're smokers.
Oh.
Yeah, and they smoke all the time, which is not wrong though.
Right.
Like you can smoke, but like every morning they would get up and they would smoke in a house, and I didn't really like the smell of it.
Yeah, I mean, some people are allergic, and some people some people who aren't used to it will get like your nose will burn a little.
Yeah, and I told my mom that, oh my God, they smoke all the time, and I wanted them to smoke outside, but it's not my job to tell them because it's their house.
It's their house. Yeah, you're the guest.
Yes, I'm the guest. So like, I had to change the host family, but they're really nice though. But like, I just wish we could like still have like keep in touch and stuff. Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with your other family?
Once in a while. Once in a while we'll talk, but not always. Yeah. So it's so sad. Like the house was very big though.
Oh really?
Yeah, the house was so big. They had swimming pool.
Why didn't you go hide in the morning, like go in a different room, and then like because it's so big, you go in a different area and then like just run out the door.
Seriously,
by the time when you go to school.
If you were me, you would understand. Like
I know.
you would get up in the kitchen. You know what? They light the cigarettes with
the stove.
the stuff. So when I have breakfast, I would always like smell it. I had my own bedroom. My bed. It's so big. And then like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna give up this for my health.
Was the second house significantly different?
A little smaller, but they're very nice. Yeah.
Now
I sound
the
so
best.
snobbish right now.
No.
I sound so like.
Not only you had a nice house, but you were in the city.
Yeah.
So you had it good. Because I've heard a lot of like bad AFS experiences.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were like, oh my God, like you said your friend had to go hunting. Like
Yeah, I had to go hunting.
Like, for someone who haven't even touched a gun before, like if I had to go hunting, I would probably shoot someone's foot.
I know. And my school is in downtown. It's like 5 blocks away from the downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had it good.
Yeah, I had it good. Yeah.
Now the best. What was the best memory?
The best memory, I think it's what shapes me who I am today. It gave me confidence. It gave me strength. Before that, I was a very quiet kid. Before I joined the exchange program, I didn't do any activities. I didn't join anything. I was just a plain quiet kid. But living there, like. You have to change. You have to adapt to yourself. Like American people, they're so very expressive. They're so outspoken.
Yep.
As you know, like you lived there so many years. Yeah, like I had to adjust myself. Yeah, I had to ask for help, like the locker thing. If I kept being the Thai kid, I would stand there for like an hour, and I would go to and I would be late for class. So like I had to adjust myself. I think it kind of shaped me like who I am today. It gives me confidence, like. Very outspoken, very expressive, sometimes very confrontational, which is bad. Yeah, it helps me discover who I am today. Yeah.
Did you sort of surprise yourself? Like, oh, whoa, I had this in me. Oh, whoa, I can do this. Oh, what I am like I can speak up. Like, was it surprising to you as well?
Yeah, it totally changed me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a productive year for you then.
It's very.
ฉันไม่ได้รักเธอฉันไม่ได้ชอบเธอรู้สึกนิดหน่อยแค่มีเธอเต็มหัวใจบอกว่า
All right, last but not least, let's talk about something else. And I'm doing the air quote.
Yeah.
Because I have known you for a long time. And you're also in the media for a long time. So I think there are still a lot about you that I or most people still don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Almost in all the interviews that you've done, you've talked about the same music stuff because obviously because that's your passion.
Yeah.
But I mean, there must be more, right? Let's find out. What if you've got everything you've ever dreamt of?
Yeah.
Like you've reached the top, you couldn't be any more successful as a singer. What would be your next step? What would be your new dream?
My new dream? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I want to travel the world. There's so many places that I want to go.
Like where? Where would be your top place? If I say you're not allowed to travel anywhere else except this one place.
Okay.
Where would you
what?
pick?
I really want to see the Northern Lights. Yeah, in Iceland or whatever. Yeah. That would be my dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you didn't need money anymore,
Yeah.
if money was no object,
Yeah.
what would you do to keep busy besides singing? What would Ton Thanasit be doing
Dude.
all day?
Okay. You know what? I'm a very big fan of Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. I would want to go to the places that they film Harry Potter.
Ooh, like a trip? Like ตามรอย Harry Potter
Or
อย่างงี้
maybe
ป่ะ
the Game of Thrones. I just want to like go to the places that they film, the locations and stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah, I would travel. You know, if money wasn't an issue, I would just travel like everywhere, anywhere. Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies that you've given up on and maybe you might want to revisit it again?
Well, I have this hobby. I haven't given up, but like I just don't have time to do it that often. It's skiing.
Really?
Yeah, no, but yeah, like a lot of people don't know that I'm actually quite good at skiing.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, we should take a trip.
You know what? Like, it's the only sport that I know how to play. That I know how to do it because like I don't play soccer. I don't play basketball like you do.
Yeah.
But I ski.
How long have you been skiing?
When I was in Boise, I did it like every week. I bought like a ski pass like for 1 year. So I would go up there and I would ski like every week.
Yeah. Okay, since you mentioned skiing in Boise, I've read that Boise was once named the #1 adventure city in America by National Geographic.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the outdoors living there? Like you said, you went skiing, right?
Yeah.
Did you do anything else? I mean, what is there to do out there?
People would ski, snowboard. You know, there's this place. There's the mountain called Bogut's Basin. It's very famous. It's in Boise, and yeah, my friend would go up there and ski. And Boise has a lot of, you know, the landscape is pretty much like desert. Yeah, it's a desert. So I used to go camping too.
Yeah.
And play with sand dunes, or I don't know how to call it. Sand dunes อะแบบ like
What's a sand dune?
เหมือนแบบสไลด์ลงแบบตามทะเลทรายอะอยู่
Oh, what?
สนุกมาก yeah.
That's cool.
It's so much fun. Yeah, and then there's also Sun Valley. Sun Valley, it's like a town up north of Idaho. It's very famous about skiing, and they told me like a lot of Hollywood actors buy house in Sun Valley, you know, and they would get up there and ski once in a while.
So was that the first time that you actually skied?
Yeah. No. Before that, I used to ski in Korea. Yeah. Then I got ski ที่เมกา and แล้วIก็ ski in Japan lately in Hokkaido. Yeah.
See, that's one thing we didn't know about you.
Yeah.
Is that you're a
I love
good
skiing.
skier.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know that. That's cool. What career do you think that you might be good at outside of the entertainment business, based on your personality or your hidden talents that we don't know about?
I think I would be a good PR.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know.
could see that.
Yeah, I know a lot of. I have so many friends, and sometimes like I go to work and stuff. Like my friends หรือแบบพี่ๆที่ทำงานจะบอกไม่ต้องให้พามาเลยก็ได้ผมได้รู้จักเขาไปหมดเลยอะไรอย่างเงี้ย Yeah, like I know a lot of people.
ดูแลตัวเองลูกต้น
I know a lot of people. I think I would be a good PR. Yeah.
What do you wish people understand more about you?
Well, I kind of have the resting bitch face. You know.
I know.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. So people just don't know that I'm actually very friendly. If you know me, if you like hang out with me, I'm very fun. But like if you don't know me, if you see me at the first glance, you would think, oh, he's ต้องแบบดุหรือแบบอะไรอย่างงี้นะ because I have this resting bitch face, you know. Yeah. So I'm actually very friendly. Yeah.
So next time you see him, you could
Go
come
say
up and say
hi.
hi.
Yeah.
Don't judge him just because of his face. He can't help it.
Yeah.
I totally am the same way.
Yeah.
Funny story off track. When I was in high school, I used to work. I still do. I wear glasses. I don't have a perfect eyesight.
Yeah.
And when I walked down the hall in my school, people would wave at me. And I would not see them, so I would walk. Like I would just
so
walk
you like
past
ignore them.
Yeah, and like
Oh my
I also
God.
kind of have like a bitchy, like resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And as we walk past, and they're like, when I see them later, they're like, why didn't you say hi to me? You were so mean. You just totally ignored me. And I would tell them, what? I didn't even see you.
I
What are
didn't
you
wear my
talking-
glasses that day.
Yeah, so totally relate. Just come up to them and like say hi, just in case, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm not mean to. And ต้นธนสิทธิ์น่ารักนะคะ เจอก็
yeah.
เดินเข้ามาทักทายได้นะคะ
ปล่อยให้น้ำตาลบทุกความทรงจำลบทุกคำที่เธอได้ฝากไว้
All right, so this segment is the new segment of our show.
Yeah.
It's called This or That.
Okay.
Here I have 5 pairs of words. You'll pick one out of the 2 of each pair.
Yeah.
Then explain or elaborate your choice. Okay? Ready?
Ready.
First one is...
Oh yeah, bring it on, girl.
Yeah, we should do like a musical. We should do this interview musical style.
Yeah.
I'm just
We should
kidding.
do the wheel of impressions.
Do you do impressions?
I do.
Oh my
actually
God,
do.
can you please give me some? Like, who would be your best impression? Or how many, like, who can you do?
Oh, let me do Britney.
Okay, do Britney. Go.
Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know?
เสียงน่าจะต้องแบบ
Is that
ต้องเสียงน่าจะต้องแบบเอาอย่างนี้หน่อยเนาะ
Yeah.
Oh baby baby
I can also do Michael Jackson. Oh wait.
Oh do it
At the midnight, at the button. Some days you close your eyes. You might have done up and up on stage. Get it feel.
Oh my God that was like
Started
dead
with
on
the man in the mirror.
เหมือนอ่ะ that was like dead on
I can
Michael
also do
Jackson.
Celine.
Oh my God
She would
do
go like,
Celine.
For all those times you stood by me.
เสียงต้องเหมือนเสียงซิลินมันต้องเหมือนกัดฟันเบาๆต้องเหมือนอมอะไรอยู่
Yeah, I do a
Like,
lot of impressions.
Yeah, I love Celine. She's my idol.
Yeah.
One of the many talents that you
Yeah.
have and we didn't know.
Started with the man in the mirror.
ไม่คนเนี่ยแหละ dead on หมดละ
Yeah.
Alright, so this or that. Our first one that you have to choose. Free Netflix for life or free Spotify for life?
For free, right?
Yeah, for life.
I would pick Spotify
Why?
because I can't live without music. Yeah, and well, I could just download every song in the world if I have it for free. I would do. I would pick Spotify. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm
Not
also a television junkie though, so like this one is kind of hard.
yeah, I know because you and I we always talk about series.
Series,
Yeah.
I know. We're so like series junkies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not brushing your teeth for 1 week or not washing your face for 1 week.
Oh my god, that sounds so gross. Oh god.
So what's this gonna be, gross or grosser?
I had no idea which one is grosser, but I'm gonna go with not washing my face because you can still use some like towels, paper towel or tissue paper, you know, like wipe it, like pat it over, but not brushing teeth.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I know.
I know it's so gross.
Yeah, because then if you don't wash your face, like people probably can't tell, but
Yeah.
like not brushing your teeth, like you can't go out of the house or have any conversation with anyone.
I know. If you don't wash your face, you can take photos and like put it in like a lot of filter, right? But you
Yeah.
can't go out meet people with not brushing your teeth
Yeah.
for so long. Yeah.
The next one is
Yeah.
left alone in the Amazon forest or left alone in a city at war.
Oh my god, this is a hard one.
Oh my gosh.
What would you pick though?
I would pick the Amazon one because like I could probably get like fruits and vegetable to eat. But then what about the animals? I don't know.
Yes, I thought of that too. I thought like, what if I met anaconda or like crocodiles and stuff? But yeah, the food point makes sense. You know, it makes sense. It makes
But then
sense.
with the city at war, you could live in like a bunker.
Yeah.
In an underground. Like
yeah,
you
underground. I could like stock my food for like a while and then like stay there and eat and not going anywhere.
But risk having a bomb dropped on your head.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm gonna pick the city. You pick the forest.
Yeah,
and let's see who survives.
I'll be the Amazonian woman.
Yeah.
Next, pet cat that cries all night or pet dog that barks all night.
Definitely cat. I'm a cat person.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are.
I'm a cat person.
Do you have a cat?
Yeah, I do. But
How many?
mostly my mom.
Oh.
Like liang. I don't really close to my cat, but I love cats. Yeah.
Singing duet with a drunk person or singing duet with a person who's high on weed.
Oh my god. I have actually done both.
Was it fun? It
was
must be
fun.
entertaining.
It was fun. The weed person would be more fun, more energetic, but the drunk person would be a little off key, but still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. From my experience. Yeah.
Yes, and make sure to film it if you ever sing a duet with either of these people.
Yeah.
ต่อให้รักสุดหัวใจเท่าไรเธอก็คงไม่รู้สึกลึกๆเธอ
Our last section of the show is called What If?
Yeah.
And this is where we have a jar
What if we run away?
filled with hypothetical questions.
Oh.
And you're going to have to choose one and then we'll discuss it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Just one. Just one, right?
Just one.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jar. All right. There's one.
Thank you. And your question is... If you could have free, unlimited service for a whole year, which would you choose? A great personal chef who will cook whatever you crave for and whenever you want. Or B, a great masseuse who can just make your pain and all the stress go away like magic. สมมุติให้เลือกอย่างเดียวระหว่างบริการฟรี2อย่างนี้ที่จะมอบให้คุณได้ทันทีเป็นเวลา1ปีเต็มๆจะเลือกอะไรระหว่างพ่อครัวประจำตัวหรือหมอนวดประจำตัวเลเวลคือมือเทวดาทั้งคู่ตัวท็อป
I would pick the chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because whenever I feel like eating something, he can always serve me. But the second one is also nice, but I feel like I can reduce the stress by my own. You know, like listening to music or go out with friends or do something else. But like the first one is so nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna have him cook me Michelin star meals every day.
Yeah, I think that's what I would pick too because I'm
Yeah.
such a foodie. Like
Me too.
I love food and to have that at your beck and call, like
Yes.
at a snap of your finger, like I want.
All right, serve me caviar. Okay, I feel like having uni sushi
yeah you gotta milk it man if you have it you gotta milk
so
it
the first one is definitely I would go for that
แค่เพียงอยากรู้ว่าฉันคือใครคือคนรักเธอใช่ไหมโปรดบอกฉัน
well thank you so much for being here today I had so much fun
thank you so much for having me too
oh
ขอบคุณครับ
สนุกอะ ถ้ารู้ว่าเพื่อนคนไหนรักภาษาอังกฤษชอบฟังภาษาอังกฤษและเรื่องราวชีวิตที่น่าสนใจของเซเลบหลากหลายโบฝากแชร์เอพิโซดนี้ให้เขาฟังด้วยนะคะ
Binge listen to all of our shows and episodes at thestandard.co/podcast The Standard Podcast เปิดหูเปิดตาเปิดใจเปิดโลก